everyone. So I have a ton of empties this month, as you can see. So I'm just gonna dive right in and pick the first product that I see and go on down the line. Okay, so the first thing I have here is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. This is in the color Natural Beige. I do pick a different color depending on the season, and this was good for the springtime. During the summertime, I do a little bit darker. As you can see, I've finished every last drop of this. I know I've heard people complain about the packaging on this where it's a little bit big, but I really enjoy it. I like repurposing jars like this, especially for all of the foil packets that I get. So I like to put them in here, and then I can put on top what the actual product is. So I'll be cleaning this out and reusing that. Okay, so the next thing I used up is by Lancome, and this is their Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. This is in the dark blue container, where the light blue container is nice as well, but that one leaves like an oily residue behind, where this doesn't. So I definitely prefer this, and I'll be repurchasing. The next thing I used up is by Alessandro, and this is for your feet. It's called Pedex Feet, and it's a heel rescue balm. It was a really thick moisturizer that smelled really minty. I did enjoy it. I'm not quite sure how much this is, but if I do see it in the stores, I would definitely repurchase this. I also went through a few different shampoos and conditioners. I am a big fan of the L'Oreal products, so I will be going through a lot of them and repurchasing them. This one was the Reconstruct shampoo, the Bodify conditioner. If I had a choice, I prefer the Color Stay and the hydrating formulas, but these were pretty good. The Pantene, it worked well. I just didn't feel like there was anything real special about them. The next things I used up were these Neosporins. This one's a daily body wash, and then this is a daily moisturizing cream. I think I got this in like a sample pack, of course. I really enjoyed both of them. I live in Colorado, so it gets really dry out here. These are made for specifically people that have eczema, but I do have really dry, sensitive skin, so I like to stay moisturized all the time, and these definitely worked well. I'll repurchase them. Okay, so the next thing is a foil packet. I typically don't like to feature foil packets in any of my videos because you don't really get that many uses out of them. Typically it's just a one-time use, and you don't have that much to talk about. So it is kind of the same with this. It is a face mask, so I only got to use it once, but I did feel it was really nice. If you can see, that is actually how the mask looks up there, and it did feel really nice and hydrating. I believe it is a Korean brand. I'm pretty sure somebody told me, but you can see it's all in Korean, so there weren't any directions. The only thing that I could make out was that it said 15 to 20 over there, so that's how long I kept it on my face, and I did really enjoy it. Okay, so the next thing I used up is by Juice Beauty, and this is a green apple moisturizer with an SPF of 15. I did use this for my face, but I will say it is really thick and definitely has the green apple scent, so if you are sensitive to scents, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. It was pretty thick, like I said. I don't think I would repurchase this just because I like something that is a little bit thinner and more hydrating on the skin, but I did enjoy it. And of course, I went through a Fortune Cookie soap product. I think I do in every Empties. This is their body wash, and it's called Cheermonger. Like I said, the only thing that I don't like about their products is that the labels bleed in the water, so it's very hard to tell what it is afterwards. But this was really good. It was brown, and it had more of like a chocolate marshmallow scent to it. Very nice. The next thing is by Nailtiques, and you can see there is still some product in there. I have never been one to have any kind of nail products that at the end of it like that, even almost halfway full, you can't use it. It turns to kind of like a gooky mess. Even when I put in a little bit of nail polish thinner, it really is unusable. I don't know why. It's not like I let them sit around, but if you have any tips on how to fix that, let me know. but this is a nail protein and it is formula number 2. I really feel like this helps strengthen my nails. So you can see it says for soft, peeling, bitten, weak, or thin nails. So I definitely will repurchase this if I see it. I also finished off my daily moisturizer. I use this before I put on any foundation. I really enjoy it. I do have a couple other moisturizers I'm going to be using before I decide to get something like this, but I enjoyed it. I also finished off a mascara. This is by Jane Iredale and it's called The Longest Lash. You can see it just is a sample size. I don't know if it was the formula or if it was my package, but you can see, so this is one of those tubes. It is a very long brush, which is nice, but unfortunately, I didn't get that many uses out of this. It was so drying. I put on several coats and I still didn't feel like it was working. So it could have just been a dried out tube that I got, which is unfortunate. So I don't really have anything good to say about it. I also finished off one of my concealers, and this is by Maybelline New York, and I believe the color is in Sand. I really did enjoy this. I do have a few other concealers that I need to finish, but if I was going to repurchase this, let me show you. It matches my skin tone really well, so there was just a little bit of product on there. So this really does a good job of concealing any red marks on my face. I liked that. Okay, so the next thing I used up is a face mask, and this is by Elemental Herbology. It's a purifying face mask, so you can see I have squeezed this container dry, and it definitely was like a mud mask. You can see it's really dirty there, but there is nothing left in that. I really did enjoy it. You can use it just as a spot treatment on your face for oily parts or all over. I like to do an all over face mask. I do have dry patches, but it doesn't seem to bother it, and I felt really nice and hydrated, and my skin was just so clean afterwards. So that was really okay. So this last thing that I used up is by Julep, and this really should be in a fails video because it was a huge fail for me. But it, like I said, it's a foil packet, but it did have 10 pads in there. This to me just seems ridiculous. So let me show you. I think I have a couple left in here. So once you open up this pack, all of this just dries out. So these, went unused, wasted, and they are small things. So they're single uses. So it's supposed to be like for each nail, 10 for each nail. I just think it's such a waste. I definitely would not purchase this, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone else. So that was everything in my empties video. I am so happy I finished all of that up. So I know I will be filling this box pretty soon with other products. I think it is one of my favorite things to do. I love finishing up everything that I get and letting you know what I thought of the products. If you have any empties videos that you have, leave them as a response. I would love to check it out. It is my favorite type of video. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.